Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me carefully. Not every woman walking this earth is ordinary. Some are set apart. Some are built different. And you know it deep down. You feel it in the way life challenges you, in the way people misunderstand you, in the way you rise when everything is against you. Life didn't hand you a smooth road. No, it gave you fire, storms, and mountains to climb, and yet you are still here, stronger, wiser, more unshakable than before. Why? Because you are chosen. But how do you know for sure? How do you recognize the signs? Let's talk about it, and by the time this speech is over, you will no longer question who you are. You will walk in it, own it, and embrace the power within you. Stay with me, because this message is for you. There's a reason why you don't fit in, a reason why you feel different, why you always find yourself walking alone. But here's what you need to understand. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. See, most people crave noise. They need constant company, endless conversations, and external validation just to feel alive. But you don't. Because there's something within you that speaks louder than the voices around you. That quiet strength, that deep sense of self, that ability to stand firm when no one stands beside you, that's not ordinary. That's a sign that you are built for something greater. From a young age, you probably noticed it. The way you saw the world differently, the way your thoughts ran deeper than those around you. While others focused on fitting in, you questioned things. While others followed the crowd, you felt drawn to a different path. It wasn't that you didn't want connection. It was that shallow connections never fulfilled you. You needed something real, something purposeful, something that resonated with your soul. And because of that, life set you apart. Not everyone will understand you. Some will call you distant. Others will say you're too much or too different. But let me tell you something. Being different is not a weakness. It's a mark of purpose. Because those who are chosen don't follow the crowd, they lead. The greatest minds, the strongest warriors, the most powerful women in history, none of them fit in. They walked a path that others couldn't see. They made choices that others were too afraid to make. And because of that, they changed the world. And here's the truth most people won't tell you. Not everyone is meant to walk with you. Some people were never supposed to be part of your journey. They were distractions, lessons, or temporary companions. And if they left, if they betrayed you, if they misunderstood you, let them go. Because when you are chosen, your path is not meant to be crowded. It's meant to be clear. I know it gets hard sometimes. There are moments when you question everything, moments when the silence feels too heavy, when the weight of your journey feels too much to bear. But listen to me. You are not alone. You are being guided. You are being prepared. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every time you choose to stand in your truth rather than conform to the expectations of others, you are stepping into your power. The ones who walk alone are the ones who discover who they really are. When you remove the noise, when you strip away the opinions, when you let go of the need for approval, you are left with you. And that's where real strength is found. Some will envy you, some will admire you, some will know what to do with you, but no one will be able to ignore you, because a woman who walks alone, who knows who she is, who carries herself with purpose and certainty, that woman is unstoppable. So if you've been wondering why life keeps pulling you away from certain people, why doors keep closing, why you feel a calling that others don't understand, it's because you are meant for more. You are meant to rise above, to move differently, to set the standard rather than follow one. And I need you to stop doubting that. I need you to stop thinking that something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. You are walking exactly the way you were meant to. The world teaches us that being alone is something to fear, that solitude is a sign of weakness. But that's a lie, because in your solitude, you are growing. In your solitude, you are hearing the voice that most people drown out. In your solitude, You are becoming the woman you were always meant to be. So embrace it, walk in it, own it, because when you are chosen, you don't need a crowd to validate you. You already know who you are. Life hasn't been easy for you. You've faced struggles that most people wouldn't survive. You've been tested in ways that felt unbearable. But here's what separates you from the rest. You didn't break. You didn't fold. Every time life knocked you down, you found a way to rise again. See, when you are chosen, your journey is not supposed to be smooth. You are not meant to have an easy ride because diamonds are not formed without pressure and gold is not purified without fire. Every hardship, every challenge, every setback you've endured was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to shape you into the woman you were destined to become. Most people crumble under pressure. They complain, they give up, they let the weight of life break them. But not you. Even in your worst moments, something inside of you refuses to quit. Even when everything seems against you, there's a fire in you that won't go out. That's not weakness. That's strength. That's resilience. That's proof that you are chosen. You ever wonder why you face more obstacles than others? Why the road seems tougher for you than it does for people who don't even try half as hard? It's because your purpose is bigger. The greater the calling, the greater the test. And the fact that you are still here, still fighting, still pushing forward, that's your sign. Look back at your life, look at the things you've survived, look at the moments that should have broken you but didn't. Those experiences weren't just bad luck. They were preparing you, teaching you, strengthening you. Because when you are chosen, you are not built for an average life. You are built for greatness. But here's the thing, greatness doesn't come easy. It comes through trials, through loss, through pain. And every time you overcome one obstacle, another one appears. It feels unfair sometimes. You wonder why you have to fight so hard when others seem to coast through life. But let me tell you something, easy lives don't make strong people. Easy lives don't create leaders. Easy lives don't shape warriors. And that's exactly what you are. You don't run from struggle. You don't hide from pain. You face it. You deal with it. You take the lessons, you grow, and you keep moving forward. That's why no matter how hard things get, you always find a way through. Even when you feel like you can't take another step, somehow you do. That's the mark of someone who is chosen. People around you might not see it. They might wonder how you keep going, why you don't just give up. They don't understand the fire inside you, the force that keeps pushing you forward. They don't know that you've already faced your worst days and survived. They don't know that every battle you fought has only made you stronger. But deep down, you know that you weren't built to be average. You weren't meant to follow the crowd to live a simple problem-free life. You were meant to lead, to inspire, to rise above everything designed to break you. And that's exactly what you've been doing. Every time you've struggled, you've gained wisdom. Every time you've been knocked down, you've risen stronger. Every hardship has built you into the woman you are today. And trust me, you are not even done growing yet. So stop questioning why life keeps testing you. Stop wondering why the road is so hard. Instead, recognize it for what it is, proof that you are being prepared for something greater. Most people won't make it through what you have, but you're not most people. You are chosen. And that means no matter what comes your way, you will always find a way to rise. You feel things deeply, more than most people around you. It's like you can sense things before they happen. You pick up on energies, on unspoken words, on emotions that others try to hide. You walk into a room and you can feel the tension before anyone says a word. You meet someone new and within minutes you already know their intentions. That's not a coincidence. That's not just intuition. That's a gift. Most people go through life blind. They ignore their instincts. They overlook the signs. They stay in places they don't belong because they can't see beyond the surface. But you see everything. You sense when someone is lying to you. You feel when a situation isn't right. You know when a person is draining your energy before they even say a word. And the truth is, that makes people uncomfortable. They don't like that you can see through them. They don't like that you can feel their real emotions even when they try to hide behind a smile. They don't like that you don't fall for their words because you already know their actions don't match. And because of that, some people will distance themselves from you. Some will call you too sensitive or too deep. Some will even try to convince you that you're imagining things. But you're not. You have been given a gift, the ability to see through deception, to feel truth before it's spoken, to recognize danger before it arrives. And that's not something to doubt or ignore. That's something to embrace. How many times have you felt something was off but ignored it? How many times have you given someone the benefit of the doubt only to regret it later? How many times have you silenced your own instincts only to realize they were right all along? That's because you are not like everyone else. Your senses are sharper, your awareness is greater, and when you are chosen, you are given insight that others don't have. But here's the hard part. Not everyone will understand you. Some will think you're overanalyzing. Some will get frustrated that you can't be easily fooled. Some will even call you paranoid. But let me tell you something. Trust yourself. Your instincts are not lying to you. That feeling in your gut, that voice in your head, that moment of hesitation before making a decision, it's there for a reason. It's trying to guide you. It's trying to protect you. And the more you listen to it, the stronger it becomes. Most people walk through life unaware, moving blindly from one mistake to another. But you have clarity, you have understanding. And when you truly start trusting yourself, when you stop questioning whether you're overthinking and start realizing that you're seeing the truth, everything changes. You'll stop wasting time on people who don't deserve you. You'll stop getting caught in situations that drain your energy. You'll stop explaining yourself to people who will never understand your depth. Instead, you'll move differently. You'll choose your circle wisely. You'll protect your energy. And most importantly, you'll trust the gift you've been given, because that's exactly what it is, a gift. Not everyone can see what you see. Not everyone can feel what you feel. But you weren't meant to be like everyone else. You were meant to be aware. You were meant to move through life with insight, with wisdom, with a deep knowing that cannot be explained, only understood. And the moment you stop doubting that, the moment you start trusting what has always been inside you, is the moment you step into your true power. So stop questioning yourself, stop ignoring the signs, stop letting others convince you that you're too much. You are not too much. You are exactly as you were meant to be. And the more you trust yourself, the stronger you become. You've probably noticed that your presence makes people uncomfortable. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because there's something different about you. Something powerful. You don't blend in. You don't follow the crowd. You don't shrink yourself just to make others feel comfortable, and that intimidates people. Some people won't be able to explain it, but they'll feel it. They'll sense your energy, your strength, your confidence, even when you're not trying to show it. They'll see that you carry yourself differently, that you're not easily influenced, that you don't rely on the validation of others to define your worth. And because of that, they'll either admire you or resent you. There are two types of people in this world, those who are inspired by strength and those who are threatened by it. And when you are a woman chosen for something greater, you will encounter both. Some will see your light and feel encouraged. They'll want to be around you because they recognize that you move with purpose, with authenticity. They'll respect the fact that you're not easily shaken But then there are others, the ones who feel insecure in your presence, the ones who try to find faults in you because your confidence exposes their self-doubt, the ones who will criticize you not because you've done anything wrong, but because they don't understand how you can be so sure of yourself when they are still lost. And that's where you have to be careful, because not everyone around you is happy to see you standing tall. Not everyone around you is clapping for you when you win. Some people are only comfortable when you are struggling, when you are doubting yourself, when you are playing small. The moment you step into your full power, the moment you start embracing who you truly are, you will notice who really supports you and who doesn't. But don't let that discourage you. Let it confirm that you are on the right path. See, when you carry a strong presence, when you refuse to lower your standards, when you walk with confidence and self-respect, you force people to face themselves. You make them question why they aren't living up to their full potential. You make them uncomfortable with their own insecurities, and instead of rising to meet you, some will try to bring you down to their level. They'll tell you that you're too much, that you should tone it down, that you should be more like everyone else. But here's what you need to understand. Those words are not about you. They are about them, about their fears, their doubts, their inability to stand strong in their own identity. And your job is not to make them comfortable. Your job is to be who you were created to be. You were not chosen to blend in. You were not chosen to be silent, to be weak, to dim your light just because it's too bright for some people. You were chosen to stand out, to lead, to show others what it means to move through life with clarity and purpose. So don't apologize for your presence. Don't shrink yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. Don't lower your standards to make weak people feel stronger. Keep standing tall. Keep carrying yourself with grace and strength. Keep walking in your purpose, knowing that the right people, the ones who are meant to be in your life, will be drawn to you. And the rest? Let them be uncomfortable, because their discomfort is not your problem. It's their wake-up call, and whether they choose to rise or not is their choice, not your responsibility. There's a reason you don't fit in. The reason you always feel like you're walking a different path than everyone else. You've tried to explain it, tried to understand it, but deep down, you know you were never meant to be like the rest. When you are chosen for something greater, when your life carries a purpose beyond what others can see, you are set apart. You don't follow the same patterns. You don't conform just to be accepted. And that means, more often than not, you feel like you're walking alone. Look back at your life. Think about the times you tried to blend in, the times you ignored your instincts and went along with the crowd just to feel a sense of belonging. How did that turn out? Did it ever feel right? Or did you always have that quiet voice inside reminding you this is not who you are? That's because you weren't designed to fit into spaces that don't match your energy. You weren't meant to attach yourself to people who don't understand your depth. You weren't supposed to walk in circles with those who are content with staying the same. And that's why you've always felt different. Some people go through life never questioning, never searching for more, never feeling the need to grow. But not you. You crave something deeper. You seek meaning in everything you do. You can't just go along with things that don't align with your spirit, and that has made your journey feel isolating at times. There have been moments where you looked around and realized you didn't relate to the people you once called friends. Moments where you outgrew relationships that no longer served you. Moments where you felt like no one truly understood you. That's not a coincidence. That's confirmation. When you are set apart, your journey is different. You can't stay in places that limit you. You can't keep connections that drain you. You can't live a life that does not align with your purpose. And the more you grow, the more you evolve, the more you realize Your path is not meant to look like everyone else's. But here's the thing. Being set apart does not mean being alone. It means you are being positioned for something greater. It means you are being prepared for the right people, the right opportunities, the right experiences that align with who you truly are. You weren't meant to fit in because you were meant to lead. You were meant to move differently, to inspire, to stand as an example of what it looks like to walk in your truth. And yes, it gets lonely sometimes. Yes, there are moments when you wish you could just go back to how things used to be, when life felt simpler, when you didn't have to question everything so deeply. But you can't, because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. You can't force yourself to be comfortable in places that no longer align with your growth. You can't pretend to be okay with things that don't sit right with your spirit. You can't go backward when everything inside you is pushing you forward. So instead of seeing your isolation as a punishment, recognize it as preparation. You are being shaped, refined, strengthened. You are being molded into the person you are meant to be. And sometimes that process requires separation. Not because you are not worthy of love or connection, but because you are being positioned for something far greater than you can imagine. The right people will find you, the ones who understand your depth, who value your energy, who appreciate your wisdom. You won't have to force them to stay, and you won't have to shrink yourself to be accepted. But until then, walk your path with confidence, keep moving forward, keep trusting that you were set apart for a reason. You were never meant to fit in, you were meant to stand out. You've always felt something inside you, haven't you? A deep pull, an unshakable sense that your life has meaning beyond the ordinary. You may not always be able to explain it, but you feel it. It's in the way you think differently, the way you see the world, the way you move through life, with a quiet knowing that you are meant for something greater. But with that knowing comes something else. Opposition, struggles that seem relentless, battles you never signed up for, pain that at times feels unbearable, and you've probably wondered, why me? Why does my path seem so much harder than everyone else's? Because the greatest souls go through the toughest battles. Because purpose is not handed to just anyone, it is given to those strong enough to carry it. And that includes you. Your struggles are not coincidences. They are not random obstacles thrown in your way just to break you. They are lessons, preparation, refinement. Each time you've been knocked down, each time you've felt lost, each time you've been forced to rebuild yourself, you were being shaped into the person you are meant to be. But here's the thing, not everyone will understand that. Some will look at your struggles and assume you are failing. Some will question why things seem so difficult for you. Others may even mock you, thinking you are wasting your time pushing forward when the odds are stacked against you. But they don't see the full picture. They don't understand that your struggles are the very thing that sets you apart. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. Positioned for growth, for wisdom, for strength that only comes from experience. Positioned to handle things most people never could. Positioned to lead, to inspire, to rise above circumstances that would have destroyed someone else. Every setback has been a setup for your breakthrough. Every closed door has been a redirection towards something better. Every person who walked away, every situation that fell apart, every hardship that made you question everything, it all had a purpose. And now as you stand here today, stronger, wiser, more resilient than ever before, you are living proof of that. The pressure you felt, it was shaping you. The pain you've endured, it was strengthening you. The loneliness you've experienced, it was teaching you to rely on something deeper than just the approval of others. And now you move differently. You carry yourself with an unshakable confidence, not because life has been easy, but because you've been through enough to know that nothing can break you. You faced storms that should have destroyed you, yet here you are, standing, thriving. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you chosen, because not everyone survives what you've survived. Not everyone keeps going when the road gets tough. Not everyone has the resilience to rise after every fall. But you do, and that's why you will always stand out. You were built for this. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every difficult season, it was all necessary. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. Because without it, you wouldn't be who you are today. You wouldn't have the wisdom, the strength, the clarity that you now possess. So the next time you find yourself facing yet another challenge, don't ask, why me? Instead ask, what is this teaching me? What is this preparing me for? Because your struggles are not without purpose. They are shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. And one day you'll look back and realize that every difficult moment was leading you exactly where you were meant to be. Now look at your life. Look at what you've survived, what you've built, what you continue to fight for. You are not weak. You are not lost. You are chosen. And from this moment on, walk like it. Own it. And never again doubt who you are. The world needs you. Now go show them why.